Wait, are we live right now? Hey, hi, hello, it's Queen-Ambiance and welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing Adobe Premiere Pro for beginners. Let's go. Here's the interface of Adobe Premiere. This is your source monitor. This is the timelines monitor. This is the timeline, and this is where you would import your media. So right here where it says import media, we're actually not gonna click that. You know what we're gonna do first? We're going to Command S. What does Command S do? It saves your project. My settings are already set to my project saving in a specific place, but when you hit Command Save, it will ask where you want to save your project. You put that in yourself. I choose to save mine on a hard drive. All of my media cache goes to a hard drive. That's just how it is for me. Easier, more organized. Instead, I click New Bin and I number it 00 footage. And then I click New Bin and I put 01 audio. And then I'd hit 02. I set my assets up the way you would do when you're making a film. Because I went to film school, that's just instilled in my brain and it's the easiest thing to stay organized. So everything is in order. And then with footage, we're gonna click here. We're not going to drag and drop. That is useless. We're going to right click, import media. Here are the files that I have on my hard drive. As you can see, SCADA. This is where my YouTube stuff lives. I have an entire section for project files alone. Everything is super organized. So if you want things not lost, do it this way. Let's just go to vlogs. Let's go to Yeonjun no labels pop-up and we'll import them. Now they all end up here. And when you click twice, it shows up here.
80 million people here.
So before we do anything, we're just gonna put some clips on the timeline. I'm gonna highlight them, drag and drop. If you want to put not your entire clip into your timeline, you can put it up here. I for in, O for out, drag and drop. So if I only wanted this part, that's how you do that. This is your select tool and it's V. With this, you can just drag and drop stuff. It's literally your regular mouse tool. For track select forward tool, the key for that is A. Now with this tool, you can click and everything in front of these two arrows, you can move forward or backward. So instead of highlighting it and moving it forward and back, A, move it forward and backwards. Honestly, it's easier that way. If you have a lot of clips, it's going to take forever to highlight. Then we have our ripple edit tool. And the quick key for that is B. Here, you choose B, go like here, and it won't move your other clips. See how it just extended this, but it didn't affect this clip at all? Here is your razor tool. The cut for that is C. It'll just make a cut for you wherever you put it. I don't really use this tool because I use Command K for cut. It's just easier. But if you want to use razor tool, be my guest. With the slip tool, you can change the place of the clip that you put on the timeline without changing the duration of said clip. So if I want this clip to be 5 seconds, but I don't want these 5 seconds, I can move it to these 5 seconds or to these 5 seconds. I don't have to change the actual duration of the clip. P is for pen tool. I use this when making masks and stuff or shapes. You can do a lot of fun stuff with that. And then H for hand tool. You can move your timeline without having to scroll. That's very helpful. Move it left to right. And then T for text. Hi. We're done with the tools. Those are the tools, the main tools that will help you edit faster. And now we have J, K, and L. So if you're in the middle of your timeline, you want to rewind, you hit J. J goes backwards. If you hit it 2 times, it goes backwards faster. If you hit it 3 times, it goes backwards even faster. K is to pause. K is not to play. K is only to pause. If you want to play, hit your spacebar. You want to go forward, you hit L. You want to go forward faster, hit L again. You want to go forward even faster, you hit L 3 times. J, backwards, K, pause, L, forwards. Let me rename this. This is your sequence. So we'll put sequence 1, right? And usually I'll do like a bin for sequences because I do a different amount of cuts. So I'll do 000 cuts. It'll go to the top. When you hit name, it'll be at the top, sequence 1, that's sequence 1. Usually I'll do rough cut, fine cut, and then final cut. But for YouTube, I just do rough cut and then final cut because sometimes I think a lot of the YouTube projects that I do are too short to have like a fine cut stage. And I just end up kind of going all the way to the rough cut. The purpose of doing that is that if you are for some reason on your final cut, and you're not liking it, you can always just go back to a different sequence, which is your rough cut, and kind of like start all over. You don't have to like undo everything. Speaking of undo, I make this cut, Command Z, undo. That's also very universal for multiple programs, but if you don't know, now you know. But yeah, that's why I have multiple sequences, but right now we'll only have one. M, those are your markers. So anywhere you want to leave like a note for yourself, I use this as like a digital note. So let's say here, I want to make slow-mo, right? You can change the color. I mean, yeah, these all have like their own color, but I use whatever color I like simply because it's only me working on the project. But if you're like doing industry standard stuff, you need to use the actual colors for the right thing. So if you're going to use a comment, it should be green. If you're going to use a chapter, it should be red. So let's just say make slow-mo. Let's title this speed, and the comment would be make slow-mo. So the next time I'm working on this project, I'll know this is what I have to do. So say if you have a scene or like a couple of clips in your YouTube video or your film, and you're like, all of these clips need to be cut down, or all these clips need to be color graded. You'll make a chapter marker and you can just highlight all the clips under it by using the duration feature. It's really simple and you don't have to go into it to change the duration. You can just make it longer or make it shorter by dragging it. I will show you how to relocate footage if it's moved. Adobe does not like when you move files. If you have all of your files in one place, you need to keep them there. If you move them, your media will go offline. I will show you. Here is my hard drive. Vlogs, Yeonju No Labels vlogs. Here is the video of Eden running, right? If I move this clip to a different location and I open Premiere again, it will be offline. We don't like this. So now we're going to locate the footage. This is the name of the clip. If you click offline when you go into your project, that clip will not be there. So we're going to click locate because I know exactly where it is. It's in YouTube and it's under vlogs. Here it is. We're gonna click search and it found it. Now if I go back and I move it back to its original place, then I go back to Premiere, it's automatically going to sync back because that's where it was in the first place. Before you import your clips, make sure they are in the place you want them to, because when you move them later, it will cause a mess for you. For keyframes, we go to Effect Controls. I want to start at the beginning of the clip, so I'll go here. I'll do a simple zoom in keyframe. So that will be with scale. If you want to do position as well, that's like moving it up and down and left to right. Right now, we're just going to do scale. So 100 is the original size of the clip, and we'll go a couple seconds forward and we'll do 455. Now we're going to play that back. Simple zoom in. If you want to zoom out, clip here, just add another keyframe, put 100. Zoom in, zoom out. That's really just the gist of keyframes as a whole. You start with one place, you move it to another. We're going to do some volume stuff. A lot of people have issues with volume, myself included. The simplest thing is to not let it go past -12 and +12. Because it'll be either too loud or too quiet. Here is your decibel chart. Right now, mine is at a -12. That's pretty good, so I don't have to adjust it at all. You can adjust decibels via right here. Right now, you can't hear anything because I turned it all the way down. Right now, I'm gonna turn it all the way up. Now, you don't want it in the red. Red is way too loud. And see, if you hold on long enough, you can see the numbers. I always like to aim for right here, -12. If you want more tips on decibels, if you want an entire video on that, I can do that too, so just let me know in the comments down below. Command M to export. This is what your file will be named when you export. I believe metadata is very important, so name the file accordingly, especially if you're gonna upload this to like YouTube. Name the file what you're going to name the YouTube video. Location is where your file goes after you save it. I have a folder for mine, YouTube final videos. That's where all my stuff goes. My presets are on high quality 1080p HD, H.264. I'm not exporting anything in 4K unless it's a film. I'm going to upload 1080p for YouTube. There's no reason to have 4K footage for YouTube. Like, it takes up way too much space and YouTube doesn't even show the proper quality half the time. So you might as well export that whole 1080p. Captions, I do turn captions on because I do export with captions, but this video doesn't have captions. If you toggle any of these things off and then export your footage, it will export your media without whatever you toggled off. So if I export this right now and have audio toggled off, this entire thing would export muted. And we don't want that. If you want to export something in and out, you'll go to your edit, in, out on whatever you want to export, Command M, and then it will be source in and out, and it'll only export what you see here. This is all it will export. Source, entire source means the entire timeline will export, and that's what you want. To get rid of any in and out points, right click on it, clear in and out. Let me know if you guys want me to go into specifics for legit anything. Let me know and I can do a separate video, because this was just basically interface how to use the software. If you want me to get into the topic in a heavier manner, I can. I'm kind of going in another direction with my channel and I want to see what the people want, but I can't know what the people want if the people don't tell me what they want. Follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, leave a like, comment, subscribe.